Hi all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sivathmika Chavali. Finally, the day has arrived. This is day 30 of being productive in coding, and today is the final day. From tomorrow onwards, I won't post consistency videos of being productive in coding, but definitely I will solve coding problems, but I won't record and post in my YouTube channel. So but in future, if I want to maintain consistency video, definitely I will start. This is just for the beginning purpose. I just kept my mind to be consistency for 30 days because this is first time for me to being 30 days consistency of coding. I am so happy that I accepted the challenge and also completed the challenge with this video. Okay. Today I'm gonna solve convert 1D array into 2D array. This is an easy level problem. And by the way, if you are very new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I usually post videos related to coding in Java, DSA, and aptitude. Sometimes, mostly my channel related to education content, and sometimes my personal life content too. Like you can see here. So if you guys are very new means please make sure to subscribe and please support me. Okay, let's solve the problem. Here basically the problem is stating that they will give 1D array and we need to convert into 2D array. 2D array they will give the rows and columns length and we need to do. This is simple problem. Let's solve this one. First of all, we have to return 2D array, right? So let's define one resulting 2D array equal to new int. Our resulting will be of length m rows and n calls. Okay, now we need to convert the original array into our resulting 2D array. For this, let's loop for int I equal to 0, I less than m rows, right? M i less than m rows, I plus plus, and for int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. See, this is for rows and this is for columns. Okay, now our resulting array I comma j, resulting 2D array will get values from our original one. So original, but here we need to give one variable, right? We should get the index of this original array. For this, let's take one variable called p, and here I am going to give p plus plus. So for every iteration p will be incremented so that the index value will be fetched and it will be stored in our resulting 2D array. So finally our resulting 2D array will be stored with the elements of the original array and we need to return the resulting one. Let's execute. Okay, one test case failed. Here original is 1 comma 2 and mn are 1 2. There are two elements in original. It is impossible to fit two elements. Okay. So we need to return 2D, empty 2D. Okay. See here. What's the challenge here is they have original length is 2 here. But m by n length is 1. See, one row and one column. We can't fit two elements, right? But that's why we have to return empty array. See, I will explain you the logic behind this. 1 2 3 4. This is the original length is 4 and m into n will be 2 into 2 4. So if original length is equal to m into n means we can proceed with this one with this code. If original length is not equal to m product n, m into n, then we need to return empty array. Okay, let's write here. This is the edge case. If original dot length is not equal to, if the length is not equal to m cross n, then return the new int empty array, no rows and no columns. Let's execute. It passed. I hope you all got this problem. This is actually an easy problem. uh, I hope you understood this step. Like, if the original length is not equal to the m into n, means we have to return the 2D empty array. Okay, let's submit the code. It passed. Finally, day 30 is completed with this problem. I am really very thankful for the people who ever supported me and followed my videos, and I hope you also solve the problems that I did in all these days. I really gonna miss these days. I'm so happy that I just be productive in all these days. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for supporting me. Yes, guys, I will meet you in the next video. Thank you.